Welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And before we get into today's video, I want to remind you to hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. I want to try to do some sort of a giveaway for you guys when I do get to 1,000. And also hit that little bell icon that lets you know whenever I do have new videos coming up. With that being said, today's video is all about ArcCorp and its moons. As you can see, we are approaching ArcCorp now. I think it's the third planet out in the Stanton system. And ArcCorp is covered in buildings for the majority of the planet's surface, and the residential areas are all on the poles of the planet, while ArcCorp's factories, businesses, headquarters, financial and commercial districts, they're all located between the poles. The main landing area here is Area 18, and I will show you some of that as we speed through the atmosphere here towards Area 18. We're going to come in towards the night time, and you're going to see how well lit up it is. It looks really pretty coming in at night. I really like Area 18. A lot of people struggle with trying to find the landing zone here because the starport is kind of difficult to locate. It's called Riker Memorial, and there's no signs like there kind of is for TISA on Hurston. But once you do it a few times, you'll know what to look for. And hopefully, if you watch this video, I'll kind of show you a little bit what to look for as well. Really beautiful skyline. Kind of reminds me of a big city, but it's much cleaner. It's not like Hurston where it's super dirty. As you can see, the convention center there, and then this is kind of what you're looking for here. This little roadway with less lights on the outside. That's going to be your airport area for Area 18. Your spaceport, and then we're going to come in for a landing here in the hangar, and we'll show you the rest of Area 18 real quick, most of it. So this is the waiting area for the spaceport. I believe both commercial and domestic and private flights are all coming out of this same area. Of course, in the game right now, we only have the player-run flights. They do have trams as well. That's how you're going to get from Riker Memorial to the main area of Area 18, where you can do all your shopping and all that good stuff. Also, you know, there's HABs there, so when you land at Area 18, you can set that as your spawn point by being here, and you would spawn in the HABs if you were to log out after that. And I've sped some of this up as well because it does take almost 2 minutes to go from Riker to Area 18 through the city. As you can see, you get to see all the beautiful lights and all the advertisements and what buildings are what. Really nice, really cool. You can tell they spent some time on it. As we come into the main area of Area 18. Lots of holograms and use of lights all throughout Area 18. See, I just came out of the flight terminal. It's the trading district over there to my right, the trade building. Hospital to the left. G-Lock bar right here. Few little eateries and little shops here and there on the alleys and streets. And then in front of us we have Astro Armada, and over there is Dumper's Depot. Astro Armada is where you could go to purchase new ships. It's one of the places. Of course, there's a different place in Hurston as well. I really like the way that Astro Armada looks. It's the architectural design on it's pretty neat. They've got a hawk in the lobby here. That's pretty cool. But if you wanted to buy a ship, you would just go over to this terminal, click on it, and then go find the ship that you wanted to buy. As you can see some of the pricing there. I believe that was, what, the 350R? That was, what, 9 million UEC? It's a lot of money. And then Dumper's Depot. Looks like somebody smashed the window there. Somebody wasn't happy maybe with one of the deals they got there. This is one of the cooler places to go to on ArcCorp, just because they have this machine working on a Hornet in the background. It's really neat. I'm guessing it's taking out the ball turret maybe. There's Adria Falls Apartments. That would be where your Habs would be. Or I guess it's Adira Falls. I'm sorry. I always seem to do that. Kasaba Outlet to the left. This is one of the bigger Kasaba outlets. And it's got some of the styles from Area 18. All the different planets have different styles of clothing. That's something that they really wanted to hone in on for design in this game. So each one has a different feel. Then you have Cubby Blast weapons. Great place to pick up any of your handheld weapons. They also sell armor here. As you can see, they have a nice selection of guns. They're not scared to show them off. And just a few more sites here. It's like a little convenience store. Jobwell in the Trade and Development Division. You can trade goods here. There's another place to trade goods here as well. It's in one of the corporate buildings. I didn't get it in this video, but you can do it here, you can do it there. And then this is one of the mission givers. She's in a back alley. This is Pacheco. And some more sites of the ArcCorp. And another tram ride back to Riker Memorial. This time during the day. So you can see Area 18 is pretty cool looking. I mean, they've got a lot that they've done to it. I mean, this was the, I guess, the second big planet that they put in the game. I mean, first they started with Crusaders moons. Then they went to Hurston and Hurston's moons. And then they did ArcCorp with Area 18 and ArcCorp's moons. And then the next one will be Microtech, which is in the game, but they don't have the landing zone landable yet, or the moons for Microtech. That will be coming out in the 3.9 patch. As you can see, I am taking off from Area 18 during the day. I wanted to show you a little bit of difference. It's kind of smoggy. I mean, it is a big city, so it's either smog or fog. So you can see where the airport is, or the spaceport is here, and then all the city around it. Massive, massive city planet. Pretty neat. So next I'm going to show you Baijini Point, which is the space station that sits above Area 18 and ArcCorp. It's donut shaped. I guess that's the best way to describe it, with the landing pads and whatnot being on the outside of the donut. And it's mostly observation on the inside, so they just have a few windows and stuff that you can look out through. I do like these space stations. Of course, they all have the same feel, really, but a slightly different layout. But Baijini Point is a pretty neat little space station. You know, how they made this donut and it's just kind of floating up here. I think it's kind of neat. I'm assuming that those little arms that reach out on the far side there are going to be for bigger ships to dock at eventually. At least I'm hoping they're thinking that far ahead. As you can see, some of the hangars right here that I'm flying by. And then some of the arms over here. And we'll make our way back towards the donut. So it's a really neat space station. And next up we have Walla. Walla has some crazy tidal forces that have really affected the terrain. This is one of the moons here, of course, around ArcCorp. Both these moons are pretty neat. I feel like they do have a good level of detail into them. Walla and Lyria both, which we'll get to Lyria in a minute, but they both have some decent mining. You may have to be a little patient compared to maybe on, like, say, on Yella. Hopefully in the next patch they make it a little bit more predominant on the planet's surface on what you can find and how much of it. But you kind of have to be patient right now as you mine here. So it may take a little while to find exactly what you want. But they do have a pretty good payout in some of the rocks and some of the ore that they have here. You can see it's kind of a rocky planet. It's not habitable, so it's not got breathable atmosphere. So don't take your helmet off. I really love what they've done with Planetary Tech V4 and how pretty they've made all the terrain in this game. And let's head over to Lyria. You can see it off in the distance there. It's just a quick little quantum jump from Walla. Now, Lyria is an icy moon that features a lot of cryo geysers and cryo volcanoes. So they spit out ice, which is pretty neat. I don't think I capture any of those in the game with this flyby. They both have a couple of landing zones, both Walla and Lyria, that you can land on. Just little stations there. You can pick up some pretty good cargo. There's astatine, I think, on one of these moons. On Walla, I believe. And that sells pretty good. See a little storm there, and then the mountains and whatnot. So again, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell to let you know when I do more videos. Let's see more of the planet. It's just really pretty. I'm going to bring you guys some new content soon, something a little different maybe. But for now, I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.